Hey, what's up you guys? Matt Thibeau here with Savant Marketing Agency. And in this video, we're going to talk about how we helped this painter get over 300 leads in 6 months for $20 a lead using Facebook ads and Google ads. Now, if you're watching this right now and you're a contractor and you're thinking to yourself, how can I generate more leads? You know, at the time of recording this video, spring is coming up. A lot of contractors are thinking about generating more leads so they can get themselves off to the right start and hit their goals for this year. And if you keep watching this video, I'm going to give you these 3 things that I break down in this acronym here, PTA. And these 3 things are going to reveal to you how we were able to help this painter get the 300 plus leads in the 6 months for $20 a lead. And I'll break it all down for you very simply so that if you're watching this right now and you want something similar, then hopefully you can implement this in your business and get a similar result. So I want to respect your time, so let's jump right into things here, right? Oh, by the way, if you're watching this right now and you want a complete breakdown of the case study of how we were able to do all this and all the numbers and everything, if you're watching this on Facebook, comment in the comments PDF and I'll send over the PDF to you and all the details. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, go to the link in the description where my Facebook page is and message me there, PDF, and I'll send this over to you as well, okay? So let's jump right into things here. So the first thing that we did with this painting client is that we implemented what's called the acronym of P. And so you might be wondering like what this acronym PTA here stands for. Well, these are the 3 things that we implemented. And so let's start with the first one, P. What does P stand for? Well, P stands for positioning. Positioning. And what positioning is how are we positioning this painter in the marketplace, right? Because there's so many painters. You know, you hear a lot of contractors always talk about, oh, I think the market might be saturated, or, you know, people always undercut me on price, or, you know, nobody really wants to spend good money anymore for quality and this kind of stuff. But the reality is that all of those things are a sign of having bad positioning. And what positioning is how are you positioning yourself in the marketplace compared to other contractors, right? You know, because basically we got these 2 markers here, right? This is painter number 1 and this is painter number 2. And if painter number 1 and painter number 2 don't really have any difference in their perception to the prospect, the homeowner, then the only thing that it comes down to for them is price, right? Like, let's say this is you and let's say this is your competitor. Well, if the homeowner is looking at both of them and you're like, well, this guy's double the price than this guy and it seems like they both do the same exact thing, well, then they're always going to pick the cheaper option, right? But you can fix this by doing positioning. And that's exactly what we did for this painter, right? So what we did for positioning, the first thing you could do that's going to help you charge more and stand out is niching your services, right? Niching your services. A generalist is never going to be paid as well as a specialist, right? We think about a heart surgeon versus a general doctor, right? The heart surgeon is always going to get paid more and they're more sought after as well. So the first thing that we did for positioning for this painting client was that we niched him into a specialization. And in this case, it was exterior painting. So we focused on exterior painting and we really put that as our focus for this campaign. So what we did is we got a bunch of pictures of his best work for the exterior stuff and we collected all of these pictures, beautiful before and after pictures. We got all of that stuff together. The next thing that we did too is we worked on his reviews on Google because we know that if we're going to run a marketing campaign, people are going to want to work with someone who's highly rated, right? So we got a bunch of reviews on Google. He called up his past clients and just said, hey, can you do me a favor, leave a review? And so we built up the reviews there. So now we got this niche, we got these great pictures, and we got this review. And then the last thing that we did for positioning was that we put together a really special offer that's going to get people's attention, but not in a bad way. We don't want people's attention for stuff like discount type offers. a lot of contractors, what they'll do when they're trying to get attention and do any kind of marketing is they'll do a discount offer. Hey, $500 off your painting job, or $15% off, and blah, blah, blah. But all that happens when you do this kind of thing is you're just attracting the wrong type of person into your business. And the quality of that lead is not going to be a very quality lead. And you're basically damaging your brand long term, right? You can run a discount offer for maybe a month or two, but if you're running a discount offer indefinitely for like a year, months on end, that's going to have a negative impact on your brand, and you're damaging your business. So the offer that we implemented for him was an extended warranty offer, because we know that people who are doing exterior painting, homeowners investing in that, they just want a good job that's going to last, right? It's going to be able to withstand the elements and, rain and all this stuff from the weather, right? So a lot of the times the actual product, in this case it was Sherwin-Williams, had a warranty on the product. And so we just advertised that warranty, and he stood behind his work and actually implemented a no peel guarantee within a certain time frame. And that was how we were able to introduce what I call measurable quality, so that now we're actually putting our money where our mouth is. So when people see our ads and we say, hey, we're going to do this work for you and it's going to last, that's going to attract someone who's looking for value instead of just a cheap price. So that was the first thing that we did for positioning. Super, super important, right? So that's the first letter in this acronym that I have here, PTA. Now you may be asking yourself, okay, well that's P. What's T, Matt? Well, what T stands for is traffic. Traffic, right? When I say traffic, think of foot traffic. And traffic is basically eyeballs, right? So now we've got all these great pictures and reviews, and we got this offer and everything, but we need people actually seeing this offer, right? And this is something that a lot of contractors struggle with, because they just aren't getting enough traffic, aka eyeballs, to see their work, right? They don't have enough exposure. They don't, a lot of contractors will say, well, I just want to get myself out there, right? They're just not getting themselves out there enough, right? And so the way that we did this for traffic is we turned on Facebook ads and Google ads. Now, you can spend a lot of money on both of those traffic sources. And if you don't do the prior positioning, then you're going to attract a lot of really bad leads or no leads at all. Or, you could just completely ruin the campaign if you don't do the front end work, which is the foundation, the positioning. But for the traffic end of things, we used Facebook ads and Google ads. Now, Facebook ads and Google ads are actually opposites of each other, and I'll explain why. So Facebook ads are going to be taking an ad and putting it in front of someone based off of their interests and demographics. Whereas Google ads is going to be putting an ad in front of someone who is already searching for what it is that you're offering. Very, very different in the case of like the quality of that lead, right? And the intention behind that. So for Facebook ads, what we did is we created two different types of ads. And I'll tell you in a sec of the third one that we should have did, which we're going to do this year for the client. So the first type of ad that we did on Facebook are before and after picture ads. Before and after picture ads are great because it demonstrates proof that you actually know what it is that you're doing, right? People love to see before and after pictures, especially for painting. And so it's very effective in demonstrating, hey, look, here's like this ugly house that's all, the exterior paint on it is all peeling and blah, blah, blah. And then after, beautiful, well, we like completely transform this home. That works really, really well. The second type of ad that we did is an action shot ad. Action shot ads on Facebook ads work really, really well because people love to see people doing stuff, right? They want to see a painter like actually on the house, like doing the painting. They want to see what it looks like. And more than that, it actually builds trust because people now are seeing the team behind the actual work, right? This is why using stock photos and having any kind of like stock imagery is always going to work against you with Facebook ads, because you want to show real pictures of your work. So those are the two types of ads that we did. The third type of ad that we're going to do this year that we didn't do was a video selfie ad. And that's where you literally just say, hey, what's going on, guys? This is Alex here from Example Painting, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about what we're doing this spring and helping homeowners with, transforming the homes and blah, blah, blah. Personal branding is by far like one of the easiest and best ways to build trust with homeowners, because not a lot of contractors are doing that. So those are the two ads we did. Probably this year we're going to do the video selfie ad. That's on the Facebook side. On the Google Ads side, what we did was something very different than on Facebook. So we targeted the exterior painting on Google, and obviously we targeted his exact area codes that he wanted to focus on, and we ran all of the traffic through the Google ad to a landing page that was specifically just for exteriors, right? And so that's how we set up the traffic side of things. And like I said, on Facebook, we were getting $20 leads. $20, right? Like I said, guys, if you're watching this on Facebook, comment PDF and I'll send you over the breakdown so you can actually see like what the ads look like. Like I can't really show you all of that in just this little video here. So if you comment PDF on Facebook, I'll send that over to you. If you're on YouTube, link in the description. All right, so you might be asking yourself now, the A, what does the A stand for? So what the A stands for is appointment setting. Appointment setting. So at this point now, we turned on the traffic and now we're getting a bunch of leads come through, right? I think for the traffic, we were spending around $1,500 a month. It'll be in the report. But now that we did this, you're going to see all of the leads coming through, right? What a lot of contractors will screw up at this point, though, is they don't actually know how to do appointment setting. When they start getting these leads come in, they're trying to like sell the job on the phone real quick, and they're throwing out like ballpark prices and stuff and trying like basically throwing out random information without actually knowing the number one thing that you need to know for appointment setting so that you can actually get results from the leads that you're generating. And you may be asking yourself, like, what's the number one thing when it comes to appointment setting? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's figuring out the why of the homeowner. Why are they doing this project? What is it for? Because if you don't know the why, if you don't know why they're doing this project, it's going to be very difficult for you to be able to craft your offer to them in a way that is emotional, right? Because people buy with emotions and they don't just buy based off of like, oh, painting. Yeah, like everybody does painting. It's this price, that price. That's how you get stuck into pricing. What you want to do is you want to figure out their why, and part of your sales presentation is going to be based all around that why, right? So if they are painting their home because they're trying to sell their house to be able to get money so they can get into their dream home, then that should be part of your sales presentation to them. This is going to increase the value of your home, blah, blah, blah. We know that that's really important to you. So that's why I'm going to recommend that we do X, Y, Z, maybe build an accent wall. That's going to add this much more value. Any other random painter is just going to go and say, oh, you want your house painted? Yeah, it's going to cost this much. Like, come in as an expert, right? And learn as much as you can during the appointment setting process. So that's why it's so important on that first call to be able to understand the why someone is doing what it is that they're doing, right? And quickly qualify them of just like how long you've been thinking about this, right? And that's exactly what this painter did, is he did a good job of appointment setting and just figuring out, okay, what is this person's why? And then booking in the appointment and actually showing up for the appointment. So many contractors will miss out on an opportunity because they either don't call the lead fast enough, they don't figure out the why, or they just don't show up for the estimate on time, right? And so if you do this and you can figure this out and do that properly, then, all this stuff that we've done up to this point, then you're going to be able to have a lot more success in the end. And in the end, this painting client was able to add an additional $30,000 per month in his sales from this campaign. This year, we're expecting that number to be a lot higher because we are dialing in things even more. And he's dialing in a lot of his back end on sales and growing his team. So guys, if you want the complete breakdown like I've been talking about here of everything, comment PDF. I'll send that over to you. Again, if you're on YouTube, go in the description. You'll see a link to my profile. Message me on Facebook, PDF, and I'll send this over to you. Other than that, hope you guys found this video helpful, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.